I was an active person all my life. 15 or 16 years ago, when I came down with diabetes, I started to put on some weight.
A lot of these folks that come to the office will say, I'm healthy as a horse. My doc gave me a clean bill of health, but your BMI is 40 or greater. It's basically a calculation of your body surface area. If you're a male, you limit your life by about 13 years, and as a female, you take about 8 years off your life.
I've always had a slim figure with plenty of energy, and it turned out that the regimen of insulin that I was taking to control my diabetes was contributing to gaining weight at a real rapid pace.
Well, when you gain weight in a short period of time, the belly fat can contribute to insulin resistance, and then your sugar can become uncontrolled.
All my doctors, they all said the same thing. You got to get your weight under control. It's now causing you to have a blood pressure problem, the diabetes is out of control, you're going to have many other issues too.
Bob was referred to us due to multiple comorbidities, medical problems, issues that were limiting his lifespan.
I did everything I possibly could and still could not get it under control. So I realized that my only hope was some form of bariatric surgery.
Bariatric surgery, which is weight loss surgery in layman's terms, can not only help us look good in a pair of skinny jeans, but it can also help us get rid of our medical problems, things like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sleep apnea.
We never really used to think of diabetes as a surgical problem, but it really is, in some strange sort of way, most effectively treated by this surgery.
I was so desperate to get it when I contacted Deborah and Dr. Beloff. I was not frightened one bit.
He could lose anywhere from 65 to 90% of his excess body weight.
I have 2 granddaughters. They're just under 2 years old. Probably the highlight of my life has been these children. I said, I want to be here for all of this. I want to experience all of this.
So laparoscopic surgery is the act of performing an operation that used to be done in an open fashion with a large incision with smaller incisions, creating a kind of a operating dome, if you will, inside the abdomen, so you can work in that space filled with gas. Prosper.
I looked at several hospitals. I went to their meetings, their lectures, their talks. Everyone kind of talked about the same processes, but Deborah made me feel much more comfortable about the way they handle their patients. Just weren't as cold as all the others seemed to be.
Yeah, just like this. Yeah, it's a nice laid out, nice for me there. Stop it right here. Nice tracks. I see that the patients seek out treatment at Deborah when they have the opportunity to have something done here, and they've worked with Deborah in the past. They definitely gravitate and even sometimes demand that they stay in the Deborah system in order to have their operation. So it's not just all hype, it's almost a rock star following.
As a vascular surgeon, I saw the ravages of diabetes and what it does to people. We now have an operation, an intervention that will stop that process.
I wish I could have done this 10 years ago. It's been excellent in the way it's turned out for me. We're more active in our vacationing, we're more active with our grandchildren, we're more active with ourselves. We both like dancing. I couldn't dance a year or 2 ago. I'm able to keep up with these kids much better than I used to. We're able to do all of these things now that I couldn't do.
I like to say it's happy medicine. It's doing something that will not just, improve their lives, but in many cases turn them around.
The place where my drive comes is from that ability to make somebody's life simpler, better, happier, maybe help them do something that they didn't feel like they could do before.
I also find it's making me dress a little better because my clothes look nicer. I just got to go buy new clothes, that's all. That's the only drawback, is buying new clothes. But I got to say, I am very, very thrilled and happy with my new health issues.